Hey, what's up guys? So today I want to do a review on this guy right here. It is a rolling stand that has these little mechanisms on here that they call pistol grips. So the company that makes it is StrobePro. It comes with 2 pistol grips, and it's obviously a rolling stand, and it's really useful for filmmaking, you know, just making like YouTube videos, talking head videos, that sort of thing, where you can have most of the stuff that you're going to be using on one stand that's easy to situate, roll around, move, so you can get multiple different shots and that sort of thing. I've been making YouTube videos for a few years. I got 3 channels, so I was really in the market and needed something like this just to help with the efficiency and my workflow of making videos. And I know there's going to be other people that are considering this or wanting to know more about it, or just were in the situation that I was in and wanting to know, hey, is this something that I should buy? Is it going to be worth it? So that's what I'm hopefully going to get to you guys today, is that information, just to educate you or give you the tools you need to make a buying decision. So, you know, we just went over basically what this is, but I also want to go over the pros, the cons, and then just my overall opinion and review on it. So as you can see, I'm in my garage and I like everything to be on wheels. You know, my desk is easily movable. This is obviously on wheels. My office chair is obviously on wheels. And what I love about this is if I want to make a video, I don't have to waste a lot of time now that it's set up. I can easily, you know, move it into position, lower this where I want it, being my camera. I've got a little bit of wiggle room with the light. You know, I can bring it down, adjust this to adjust the tilt and stuff. This has batteries on the back. I'll put links in the description of everything that I'm using. But, you know, I'll turn this on. I can adjust how bright or unbright I want it. And then I can, you know, be here. Hopefully this is getting a good shot. You know, adjust this right where I like with the shot, and then I can do my talking head video. But if I want to change up the scene just to make it a little bit different, you know, it's as simple as just rolling over like this, and then I just can talk some more. And I don't have to like say cut, move everything, resituate it with my tripod, my light and everything. I can just do it really quickly. And that has been really helpful for my workflow, because I think it's kind of boring to watch, you know, just a 10-minute video where everything looks the same. So having a little bit of movement, a little bit of change in the scene, I think helps people, you know, just enjoy the video a little bit more. It's not as boring. And this allows me to do multiple different shots really, really fast. You know, especially with my desk, I can move it around. So I think if you're gonna be shooting in one location, meaning you're not like getting in your car and traveling to different places, I think this can be really beneficial, because, you know, once you have it set up, it's really easy to move and adjust things. If you're gonna get this, you almost have to get some sort of camera adjuster. You know, I can adjust my camera a bunch of different ways here. It's just a real quick adjust. Again, I'll put a link in the description of the exact one that I use. But what's nice about this is I can also get some pretty unique shots. I can even do the opposite, which I personally have done. You know, I did a review on this desk and I was trying to show what was underneath the desk. I can get up underneath there and just show different angles that would be a lot more difficult to achieve in some cases, but I think you can see the versatility of how quickly I can just move and adjust this. I did spend the extra money to get a 3rd pistol grip, which I don't use. I like to use lavalier mics. Just because it's easier. I like all my stuff wireless, just makes it a lot easier. But I figured maybe one day I will get a mic or something else that this will be helpful for, maybe a separate light or something like that. And really what I do use it for is scripts. A lot of times I'll just print out my script and I literally will just tape it right here. So I have a piece of paper hanging right here, and then I'm looking at the camera and I can kind of just go back and forth through my script. I usually try to memorize them a bit and use bullet points. You can see how nice and versatile this is. You know, if you want your light right over, or you want to like have it kind of situated around so it comes in at an angle, you can do that. And you can obviously buy stuff to get attachments on there. It comes with this guy, which is your standard stuff for cameras, lights, but you can also flip it over and throw it in here if you wanted to add some kind of attachment or something. Even if you put it in that way, you could add like an attachment to really get an extension over to the side. Whatever you're trying to do, it's pretty versatile. And then of course, my favorite part is that it's on wheels. You can just quickly lock the wheels if you're worried about it rolling, which I almost never do, but it's there for you if you wish to do that. I haven't tried this on carpet. I imagine it'd still roll fine, not as easily, but if you have floors that are hard and you shoot in one location, I really can't think of a better setup than this for the cost, you know, the price. So right now, this is $280 with 2 pistol grips, which I think is a really good deal for what you're getting if you're comparing it to other alternatives that are out there that are gonna be accomplishing something similar to this. The extra pistol grip is 60 bucks, so it's gonna jump it up to 340 bucks. You can also get a 4th one if you want. So for what this accomplishes and what you're getting, I think the price is really good. But at the same time, you know, when I was trying to think of what are the cons of this, I would definitely say the price is a con. If you're like me where you've just got a small YouTube channel or you're just starting out, I don't think that any of this stuff is necessary. It's more of a want than a need. You know, you can get by just fine with a $25 tripod and your phone when it comes to making YouTube videos. That's how I did it in the beginning. My best videos that are viewed most were made with an iPhone, and I didn't have any of this equipment, but I got it just out of a want, just to make my workflow a little bit easier. And as I get more and more into it, you know, I kind of enjoy the aspect of it, but a lot of my videos like this one are informational videos where I don't think people are that caught up or worried about, you know, how good is his audio quality or the lighting or the film. You know, if I was a photography or a videography channel, then yeah, that stuff's important. But my guess is if that's you, you're not watching this video, you're probably in some kind of other niche or wanting to be making videos on something else. So my point is, you could also view the price as a con, you know, 280 or 300 bucks for something like this. It's really not needed. But the reason it's also a pro is the fact that if you're trying to get something similar to this, 1, it's probably gonna be more expensive, and 2, in my opinion, it's not gonna be as easy to adjust. I really think that this video in particular won't get a lot of views, but over time, I think for the YouTubers, this exact setup right here is actually going to become very, very popular. It is still relatively new, and I think that once people just hear about it and realize what it is and how quick and easy it is to adjust things, that I just don't think you can beat it. If you think there is a better setup or something, please drop it in the comments below and let me know, especially for the other people watching this video. But like I said, when I did my research, couldn't find anything else with a better value that accomplishes what this thing is accomplishing, which is basically like an all-in-one stand, little mobile rolling camera rig or setup. All right, now another con is that even though it is, you know, easily adjustable and somewhat mobile, if you're the type of person who's going to be going to different places, like, you know, you film in different locations, you might actually be better off with a tripod just because it folds up really easily. You know, you can throw it in a backpack or a bag and it's very easy to throw in a trunk, move around. Where this guy, it does come apart right here. You split it in 2, but setting it up, taking it down, although it's not terribly inefficient, it's just not as easy as a tripod in my opinion. And the last con I could possibly think of is, you know, I'm sure there's other equipment out there that can handle more weight and are sturdier, but for this, you can see if I put enough weight on it, it'll slide down. I think most studio lights you're gonna buy, even like, you know, a heavy aperture or something, this is gonna hold the weight just fine. But depending on what you're gonna do with it, you know, there's probably other things that could hold more weight that are gonna cost more, but in this category. And that's all I could really think of with the cons. You know, it was really hard for me to think of cons because there really isn't a lot for it. So I think you can tell pretty easily based on what I've been saying. I would highly recommend this. I love it just with how much it's helped my workflow. One of the videos I make is for a reef tank that's down in my basement. And I actually don't lug this entire thing down there. I'll just grab the tripod. I've got, you know, a quick pop off with the camera. I'll throw it on this guy and then I'll bring this guy down to the basement to film that. This has been a game changer with just how quickly I can focus on making content and not on setting everything up. You know, before it was like, okay, I gotta put one stand here for my light, you know, maybe I have another light here, and then get my camera set up, get the angle right. This just makes it a lot quicker. And like I said, I can change the scenes really quickly, and I don't even press stop on the record button, which isn't a big deal, but for me, it's nice to have just one long video with one long audio. I don't have like a bunch of segmented things I gotta put all together. Not a big deal, but for me, it just makes the workflow a lot easier. I'm making pretty simple videos here, and I personally love this thing. I'm really happy that I got it. I'm really happy that I saw it, because most of the other videos I see out there are with C-stands, and I almost went that route. And had I gone that route and then saw this, I probably would have had a little bit buyer's remorse and wish I'd went with this. So if you're gonna do something like that, like I said, I highly recommend it. I love it. I would give it a try. All right, so if you have any other questions, drop them in the comments. I appreciate you watching. Consider subscribing if you like this stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.